What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? JusTus here, bringing you a KEM strike on hardcore domination. Now, as you can probably tell by the weapon I'm using, I did not plan on getting a KEM strike. Once I realized I was on a decent streak, I kind of snuck around and tried to keep it alive. I think I ended up picking up like 3 or 4 different weapons. It's my first support KEM strike, so hopefully it's as entertaining to watch as it was to actually play this game. But that's not important. What we're talking about today is hardcore. Now, if you love hardcore as much as me, you know that we're getting into the time period where people are either not playing Call of Duty as much, they're anticipating the next one to drop, or they're playing older Call of Duties, and now more than ever, it is very, very important for us as hardcore players to kind of get together and hopefully attempt to influence the next Call of Duty that's coming out. They've already invited people to play the Call of Duty, so I know it's at some point in its stage of completion. They're kind of fine-tuning it. So what we need to do is get together and try to influence a little bit. We've always taken a backseat to core. That's never going to change. I don't plan on changing that. What I'd love to do is get together as a community and tweet at these guys, email these guys. I don't know what we could possibly do. Sledgehammer Games is kind of the new kid on the block as far as the Call of Duty series goes, so I don't know what's going to happen when this game comes out. I know one thing: Infinity Ward has made many Call of Duties, and they shit all over us. Core has 13 game types. We have 4. I mean, that speaks volumes about how much they care about the hardcore community. Now, what I'd love to do before we start blowing these people up like Sledgehammer Games and Activision is actually get together as a community and come out with like a list, a solid list, like a manifesto of shit we'd like to see in Advanced Warfare. Now, I know there's kind of a gray area in the community, but one of the things I'd like to see return is Ricochet. Now, bear with me. The thing I love about Ricochet is, obviously, your teammates can't kill you or flashbang you. In my opinion, when you don't have Ricochet, you kind of open up our community to just invite all these trolls in. The only thing they can do with Ricochet is try to jump in front of your bullets or whatever, not throw 1,000 flashbangs or shoot you when you're on a streak and dumb shit like that. That's why, in my opinion, I'd like to see Ricochet return. Now, the next thing is the limited HUD. I don't care about the HUD. I'd love to see the score, like we have in Ghost, the score in the corner. That's always lovely. And the points pop up on the screen when you kill somebody. That started in Black Ops 2. If you haven't played the older Call of Duties in hardcore modes, nothing popped up when you killed somebody. So if you weren't looking at the kill feed, you had no idea if you actually killed anybody. If you could have hit marked somebody and they ran off, they could have died, you had no idea unless you happened to glance at the kill feed. If it rolled too quickly, you had no fucking idea. Now, the next thing is game modes. And I can kind of understand where the game developers are coming from when they limit us, because in their minds, the hardcore community is a lot smaller than core. Therefore, if you give us a bunch of game types, in theory, it'll limit how many people are going to be in each game mode, therefore possibly making it a lot more difficult to actually find a game or get into a lobby. But I've seen on Ghosts and on Black Ops 2 where there's been almost as much people in hardcore as in core, so I think they kind of need to rethink that. And there's some game modes I'd like to see at a minimum. Team Deathmatch, of course. I'd like to see Free-for-all return, CTF return, Search and Destroy, Domination, those at a minimum, plus whatever new thing they bring. I think we should get that also. Like Black Ops 2 had Hardpoint, Ghosts has Blitz or Cranked. I'd like to see that return. I think we should 6. I don't think 6 is too much to ask for. Jesus, I mean, Ghosts has 13, and we have 4. I mean, come the fuck on. Can we at least get like half of what they got? Shit. Now, the next thing is they need to look at patches. They need someone to either make multi-patches or to actually look at how patches affect the different game types. Like, they did a patch a couple months ago for Ghosts, and I'm not sure whether they nerfed Blast Shield or they buffed Danger Close, but all of a sudden, one day, everything was cool, and then the next day, Blast Shield was essentially worthless. You died immediately to IEDs and noob tubes, even if you were wearing Blast Shield and vests and everything you could possibly have. So they really need to look at that. If they patch something in core, everything might be okay, but in hardcore it could just completely fuck it up, and for some reason they don't give a shit. So I'd like to get on them about that as well. Now the final thing I'd like to talk about, and this is more of a really strong want and not a need, but I'd love to see a playlist thrown in there. I don't even care if it's like a mosh pit with like team deathmatch and some other shit, but a game type put in there to where it restricts explosives. Maybe not completely no explosives, like I'd be okay with like grenades and Simtex, but I'd love to see no C4, no aerial area denial things like Betties, IEDs, Claymores, and definitely no launchers of any kind, whether they be the secondary standalone or under barrel. Those would be completely restricted. And I think that would be the most popular hardcore game mode, because hardcore domination in Call of Duty Ghosts right now is fucking AIDS. It's almost, you know what, no, I'm gonna say it's completely fucking unplayable, because you just got full parties running around tubing all of the flags, and it makes it impossible to play. And thanks to their little patch, fucking Blast Shield doesn't do anything. But here we go, coming full circle again. And if you guys would, I would really appreciate it if you guys would put in the comment section what you would love to see. Tweet at me, at the Sergeant Ghost. Also what you'd like to see, and we'll try to band together and tweet at Sledgehammer Games. I think it's like at SH Games and Activision. And if you got something, you know what, let's just start doing it now. If you got something you'd like to bring up, tweet at me, Sledgehammer Games, Activision, and you know what, let's tweet at Infinity Ward and Treyarch also, just so they know we're coming for them in the next couple years. But that's all I got for today, guys. Please let me know in the comment section your own thoughts and opinions and all that shenanigans, and I hope you enjoyed this game and commentary and all that stuff. Goodbye and love you.